With this episode, I'm wrapping up this season of my life as a rallyist. The previous episode saw me playing with some Ford Focuses at Team O'Neill Rally School in New Hampshire. Well, I'm still here, except this time to compete in an SCCA rally sprint. Rally sprints are pretty new to the US rallying scene, and they're the perfect bridge between club rallycross and full-on stage rally. This is my favorite venue for a rally sprint, so I'm super excited to be here navigating my good friend Alex Jaeger in his Nissan 240SX. It's early morning on a Sunday, and rally cars are piling into Team O'Neill Rally School for today's rally sprint. Rally sprints are basically mini rallies, held in a single location with less stages offered. There's a good field of cars here, ranging from front-wheel drive Volkswagens to turbo Subarus, and our friends at Maniacs Motorsports with the Focus I drove in the last episode. Most of the drivers entered today started in coned rallycross with the New England Sports Car Club of America. And these new rally sprints that the club is offering give drivers a more cost-effective option to get the opportunity to drive performance stages. Today I'm co-driving for my friend Alex in his basically stock 1991 Nissan 240SX S13. The car is a budget build with a JDM SR20 motor, gas shocks and springs, a CAS limited slip rear diff, skid plate, and gravel tires. The S13 is obviously a drift kind of chassis, but it sets up really well in gravel and has really good weight distribution and just kind of transfers really nicely corners. So it's actually a really fun car to drive on a stage. We got the car through tech and attended the driver's meeting. Soon after, we hopped in the car, spending the rest of the day running stages. All right, buddy, you ready? You got a right 2 out of here, then turn left 4. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right 2, left 4. Hell to the yeah. That's a fun start. Left 4 again. Now right 2, uphill. Today's stages all exist in the Team O'Neill compound. And with the 6 miles of graded gravel roads that the school offers, we were able to get 4 combinations of 1 to 2 mile stages. Since stages are repeated in a rally sprint, this allows for 10 to 12 stages per event. So when rally sprints were first introduced in the US, I was like, finally, this is where we're gonna get the next level of rally drivers from. Because it's just so much cheaper, and it's the perfect setup for a novice rally driver. Because you only have to pay about $300 for an entry as compared to like thousands of dollars for a stage rally, and you get a really decent amount of stage mileage in. Not to mention that Team O'Neill has the most well-kept roads in the region. If powder days existed for rally drivers, Team O'Neill rally sprints would be a powder day with discounted lift tickets. Alex is an incredibly talented driver, and we've been working as a team the last few years to get him quicker on stage. These rally sprints are the perfect testing grounds to do just that. And I take my position very seriously, especially when I have someone like Alex to work with. So I started co-driving in 2012 with my friend Ryan Wilcox, and I never really wanted to co-drive because I wanted to obviously be a driver. I mean, most people, if they're into rallying, they want to be a driver. So I crewed for a while, and I realized that co-driving could be a good option to kind of get some more seat time in the car or spend some time on stage. So I started co-driving, and I found out that I was really good at it. And I only say that because I didn't really want to be a co-driver. It was not like something I was trying to get to and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm really good. No, it was like, I don't want to do co-driving, I want to drive. And everybody's like, well, you're a really good co-driver. And I wasn't really proud of it until I started sitting with really good drivers. And then I was like, this is cool because I feel really confident in my position and I'm realizing that I can push this really good driver even further. My number one job as a co-driver in the car is to give Alex a set of pace notes, which are quick notated directions that I read out to him while we're driving, explaining the road ahead through a shorthand code.
There we go, got our notes. Been marking them all up. Trying the best we can to really smoothen the notes out while we're delivering them, while I'm delivering them to Alex so he doesn't get confused, stay on the right pace. So we're waiting for our time card right now. Once we do that, got pages on the notes. Check the time. Go off at 3:49, and we have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, bingo. Right 2 to left 4.
The key to being quick in a rally is having a fast driver that can listen and commit to the notes. Someone who ultimately trusts the notes I am reading to them. This obviously takes a lot of practice for both driver and co-driver.
Each time we do a set of stages, we do 4 repetitive stages, and we do that for 3 groups of 4. So that's why rally sprints are really awesome, because you repeat the same stages over and over again. So as a beginner driver or co-driver, as a driver perspective, you get to drive the same stage over and over again and get a real feel for it. And as a co-driver perspective, you get to practice reading because you're doing the same reading 4 times. And that's great for beginners because you can keep looking at what you're reading and learn how to speed up where you need to, slow down where you need to, maybe take notes of something that you didn't do on recce, and just overall get a better feel of your delivery.
So in the States and a lot of other regions in rallying, we get Gemba notes, which are basically a printed out version of the notes. Now what I do is when we do recce, we go through and basically cross out as much of the confusing bits as possible, because these notes are extremely detailed, and most of the time when you're ripping through the woods at 60, 70 miles an hour, you don't need that much detail because it just comes at you too quick.
Ryan, who is very dedicated to the sport of rallying and really passionate about it, he cares so much about being a good co-driver. The other thing is he's actually a really good driver. So what he can acknowledge what would be helpful to a driver as a co-driver, and can make changes in his notes and changes in how everything goes, so he can make it easier for me, which is awesome. You know, a lot of people who don't drive probably don't have that side of co-driving.
The notes basically operate in distances in meters, so 100, 200, 300 distance, and then turns ranging in a 1 through a 6. So if you have a 1, like a left 1, that's a really tight turn, like a hairpin. And if you have a left 6, that's basically just like flat out slight left. So that's how we judge different corners, and then we know the distances between that, and we have small markings like crest CR, which would be like a crest or like jump, and then an exclamation mark for a caution if you have to be really careful in certain areas. And then we just write in little variations of notes like downhill, uphill, might be slippery or muddy and stuff like that. So little notes here and there, but I try not to get really overly detailed in my notes because that would just confuse drivers at this level.
So when you're driving, you're flying down the road, you're going over crests and trucking the car sideways, you have so much going through your mind that when you have, you know, it's like a 3 into a 4 into a 3 into a 4, and then you have plus and minuses and all this other crazy stuff, it confuses you. Like if you have like the slightest little left 5 and you can see the next turn already, like why do we need that? It's just I'm gonna be thinking if I go over a crest and I'm going left one hole, I could have to go right. So that could be detrimental to the day. It could destroy the car.
As the day went on and we got through more and more stages, it was easy to see the increase in Alex's speed as it went on. And it was really cool to see because Alex is a phenomenal driver to begin with, and now we're just finding speed in areas that we never thought we could.
Right forward, short, left forward, jump. Nice job. You're 9 seconds faster.
So by the 4th repeat, we were 10 seconds faster than when we started. And that was just the ultimate. Like we couldn't find any more speed anywhere. And we were just like flat over these jumps. Alex was taking it so deep into some of these jumps, like full lock over a sideways crest.
Left forward tree jump. Straight downhill to left entry chicane. Holy shit, yeah. Right 6.
It was the absolute most fun I've probably had in this car, especially in competition with the clock on.
By the end of these stages, we were just like, I don't know where you would find any more time. I mean, even if we were finding even a little bit fraction of time, we'd be pushing it to, you know, 13/10. We are totally maxed out each time, and the car's flying over crests and diving into corners.
Right 6. Yeah. All the chicane around. It's having fun now. Right 2. Set it up. Go, go, go. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. That's about all we could do, man. That was a hell of a run, buddy.
Dude, over
that crest.
Oh my god, that was the sickest.
That was. Thank you. I told you to aim for that tree. You were faster. I don't know how the f you were faster, but you were faster. Even with the hanging it out wide for the fans at the end there. Holy crap. Hell yeah. We did it. Car stayed in one piece. You have a rally, buddy. And we finished strong, I think. Alex did an amazing job. We're gonna go see how we did. And I got all the times here, but we don't really know how we did with everybody else. But if you guys are out there like, how the hell do I do this? It's way too expensive. Look, I'm co-driving. I do this because I can't afford a full stage car yet, but this one's not that expensive. You can build one for less than 10 grand with the cage and everything. And you can go ham if you want, if you have a lot of money, obviously. But the question is, how do I do this cheaply? Well, you get in an SCCA rallycross car, you drive around cones. You can use your stock car, you don't have to go nuts with it. Drive around cones for a couple of years, get the basics, get it down, then build your cage if you want to. Add the little bits, come to Team O'Neill and do a rally sprint. Compared to a regular full-on stage rally, I think it's better roads. You're not gonna get as many roads, but you are gonna get a lot of seat time. We got 11 stages today, and you're not transiting hours on end to get to different stages. You're right here in the facility, you're paying way less, you're getting tons of seat time, and you made that next step. You're driving stages now for a lot less money. Then if you wanna go do a full stage rally, go do a full stage rally. But I tell you what, you could be just as happy doing this stuff for a lot cheaper.
Alex and I returned to the paddock area for the last time.
All right, buddy, shut her down.
With our time card in, we finished first in class.
Whew. We finished the rally sprint. Alex had a ton of seat time. It's worth it. The car's in pretty good shape. All right, Mr. Jager, well, you can drive.
Apparently, according to this little plaque.
For a stock car with pretty stock suspension, I think we did pretty well. But somehow we won a trophy of the guy that we beat.
Yeah, you got first place, and the guy on the trophy is the guy that got second.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Alex was right. You can't beat that. And you can't beat what the SCCA and Team O'Neill are offering with these sprints. I encourage everyone in the US to look into rally sprint options in your area, as it certainly will inspire and improve a new generation of rally drivers to come.
So with that, I'm wrapping up this season of my life as a rallyist. I mean, it's just been a nutso season. I couldn't have wished for anything better. From playing with SCCA Rallycross in the beginning of the season, to driving some rally monsters at the end of it, and getting to see all sorts of rally culture all over the world, and meeting my heroes. I mean, how could I possibly have wished for anything this amazing? I mean, this is an absolute passion project for me, so I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. I hope to be back and doing more of these episodes. I don't really know what's gonna happen, so please like, share, tell your friends about my life as a rallyist if you're into rallying. This is absolutely a homegrown effort for me. I do this with me and a couple of my other friends. So in the near future, hopefully we'll be doing something new and rally related. But until then, I'm gonna keep this rally dream alive. And thank you guys all for watching. I hope to see you all soon.